Hey everybody, it's Jay, and it's time to talk about your Flair. On 15 Pieces of Flair, I'm going to show you all some ways to spruce up that game room. Now, my sister has been asking me to make her some Harry Potter Hogwarts battle for quite some time now, ever since she taught it to me at her house, and she specifically wanted the villain marker that you put on the locations. I'm not exactly sure what the token is called, but she wanted a large one, and I've been putting it off, and I figured since she supports me on Patreon now, that I should probably go ahead and make it for her. So, let's check it out. So for this project, you're going to need several different cuts of wood. The first one you're going to need is a 1x12 cut to 9 1/4 inches long. You're going to need a 1/4 inch by 1 inch piece of trim at least 36 inches long. You're going to need a 5.2 millimeter thick piece of plywood at least 8.5 inches by 10 inches. And you're going to need a 1x8 about 6 1/4 inches long. Now I'll be using the 9 1/4 inch tall hexagonal shelf for a template. Also, you're going to need a jigsaw, black and hammered silver spray paint, a power drill with a large drill bit, an electric hand sander, regular sandpaper, tape and paper for masking, wood glue, a hammer, finishing nails, some hanging hardware, and a miter saw. Alright, just go ahead and put on your safety glasses and leave them on throughout the whole process. Now to start, use your hexagon template to trace an outline on your 1x12 using the outside edge of the template. Using your jigsaw, go ahead and cut out that hex. And then you can go ahead and spray paint that black as well. Then using the inside edge of the template, outline the hex onto the 5.2 millimeter plywood. Cut that hex out with the jigsaw, then spray paint it thoroughly with the hammered silver. Set your miter saw to 120 degrees or 30 degrees like mine says. Then cut 6 sections of that 1/4 inch by 1 inch piece of trim as long as the outside edge of your template. Now then you can go ahead and spray paint all of those with the hammered silver. On your 1x8, go ahead and draw the skull from the token the best you can. By the time you get that all drawn out, you should be able to flip over your 6 sections and paint the back sides of them with the hammered silver. Using the jigsaw, carefully cut out the skull. To get out the eyes and the nose, use the large drill bit and drill several holes in. Then use your jigsaw to cut along the lines. Then use the electric sander and some elbow-powered sandpaper to smooth everything out. Try to get the edges nice and rounded with that electric sander. Use the skull to find an area on the silver hex to mark where the eyes and the nose holes are. Then mask the outside areas so only the eyes and nose hole area is exposed. Spray paint that exposed area black. Then spray paint the skull hammered silver and make sure to coat that thing nice and generously. Once all that is totally dry, you can wood glue the silver hex to the black hex, then glue the skull to the silver hex, being sure to get the eyes and nose holes right over that black area and centered. Once the glue is all dry, you can start attaching the small sections to the outside using a bead of glue, then 2 nails. Then find perfect center and attach your hanging hardware using nails that will go into every layer but not penetrate through the other side. Then I thought it was a little bit too bright, so I lightly spritzed some black over the whole thing to grunge it up. Boom! There you have it. A quick and easy way to add, well, maybe not quick and easy. I don't know if this project's really that hard. I bet if it was just me and I wasn't trying to film and all that stuff, it wouldn't be so bad, but I kept having to move the camera and the lights, and the camera, the lights, come in here, measure, go out there. It probably gave me more of a headache than it probably would be normally for anybody just doing this in their basement or garage or whatever. But I like how it turned out. I think my sister's going to love it. And if anybody has any suggestions on games or ideas you'd like me to make into some Flair, leave them in the comments below, or find me anywhere on social media. Don't forget, everybody, 15 pieces of Flair is the bare minimum. Some people choose to do more, and we encourage that. Have a happy Halloween, everybody.